Assalamualaikum. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Learning with Ishal. So today we are going to learn science and our topic is flowers and seeds. So first we are going to learn about the parts of the flowers. So basically, do you know that there are more than 400 types of flowers in the world? So the basic structures of most flower is the same. Generally there are four parts of a flower. Those are calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. These parts are also called the four whorls of flowers. Okay, so the outermost whorl of a flower is called the calyx. So calyx consists of a set of green leaf-like structures called sepals. So I couldn't find the realistic flower in the garden, but I do have some artificial flowers. So you can see this is a flower, and what is the sepals? Basically, this part is the sepals. This one. These are the sepals of the flower. Basically, there are four or more than four sepals in a flower. So the function of the sepals is that it protects the flower in its bud stage. You might have seen the flower when it's a bud. Yes, you might have seen the bud. So you can see the sepals are all around it. So it protects the flower in its bud stage, and it also helps to prepare food for the plant. Okay, so the second whorl of a flower is called corolla. So corolla consists of brightly colored and scented leaf-like structures called petals. So if we have a flower and we see the flower, so flower has petals. Yes, so these are the petals of a flower. So these are the brightly colored and scented leaf-like structures, and these include in the corolla. So the function of the corolla is that it helps to attract different insects for pollination. So basically the third whorl of a flower is called androecium. So androecium consists of the male reproductive parts of the flower called stamen. So stamen consists of anther and filament. So if we look into a flower, so if we see over here in this portion, so in this portion this is the stamens, and collectively it's called androecium. So this is the bag like structure is called the anther, and these are the sticks, thin sticks are called filament. So as you know, androecium is the male reproductive part of the flower, so it helps in the reproduction of the plants. Fourth whorl of a flower is called gynoecium. It consists of the female reproductive parts of a flower called carpels or pistils. So a pistil has three parts: stigma, style, ovary. So if you will break the flower into two pieces, so in the half one you can see the stigma, style, and the ovary. So these are if stigma is the sticky and part which receives the pollen grains. Style connects the stigma with the ovary, and ovary contains ovules. So what is its function? Its function is when the after the fertilization means the sexual reproduction, the ovary swells up and changes into fruit, and the ovules uh, changes into seeds when the male reproductive cells are mixed with the ovules. So, as in the androecium, we learned that the anther is the bag-like structure, and anther also releases the pollen grains. So, what is pollination? So, for new plants to be produced, the pollen grains must be transferred to the anther from the anther to the stigma. So, the transfer of the pollen grains is called pollination. It's pollination that leads to the formation of seeds and fruits in a new plant from which new plants can grow. Pollen grains may be transformed within the same plant or from one plant to another. After pollination, the ovary swells and changes into fruit, whereas the ovules change into seed. Pollen Pollination usually occurs with the help of wind, water, birds, and insects. These are called agents of pollination. So basically, there are two types of pollination. Self pollination. As the name suggests, in self pollination, the pollen grains from the anther of one flower fall on the stigma of the same flower or of another flower present on the same plant. Self pollination is quite common in pea plants, potato plants, and sunflowers. Cross pollination. In cross pollination, the pollen grains from the anther of one flower are transferred to the stigma of another flower that are present on a different plant of the same kind. Cross pollination is common in apples, pumpkins, and flowering plants. Okay, so now is quiz time. So the question is, do you think humans are agents of pollination? Share your answers in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe my channel. Alright, goodbye. See you soon.